What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we'll be playing F1 2016 once again in time trial at Silverstone. So basically what I'm going to do today is compare the controller and also the wheel. Now bear in mind, this is not going to be the be-all and end-all of an ultimate, controller comparison. This is simply me picking up a controller with no assists and trying to put in the best lap that I can. And I'm going to show you some of the bloopers and just like the process leading up to me getting a decent lap. Now, bear in mind, I used to be a controller player back on F1 2010. I played league racing, it was my preferred, thing of choice compared to the wheel, which I picked up for F1 2011 and haven't looked back since. So, it's been a very long time since I've been, quick with a pad, and you can see I'm quite clearly struggling, and just the gist that I got from, picking up the pad again and trying to play without assists, I have so much respect for people who have mastered the pad, are quick with it, are smooth with it. It is just so hard to get the finite details right, especially when you're coming to the approach of a corner, trying to trail brake and just be very, very smooth with the throttle that you put on, and just this corner here, you're trying to get the braking balance and then also trying to put on the power as smoothly as you can and as quickly as you can at the same time. Such a delicate balance, and something that I've definitely fallen out of touch with, in the last 5 years. But enough about that. I'm going to show you the comparison of the best lap that I did on the pad compared to the lap that I did the other day on the wheel. And I must say, the lap on the wheel was almost as good as you can get. I feel like I can only find about another 2/10. So it's a really good lap on the wheel, and it's a good comparison of, the kind of lap, just how far away the pad is when I use the pad, of course. So on the left, you can see the lap on the pad. We come through turn 1, 7th gear for both there, and you can see I'm down on both, which is quite interesting there to note. Now, the biggest differences you'll notice between my wheel and pad lap is just the smoothness of the steering inputs, also the throttle as well, and the braking. So on the wheel, like I said, I'm very in tune with that, but on the pad, it was still very much a learning process for me. On the pad, I feel like I could, chuck on the throttle a little bit and almost rotate the car in order to get it around a corner by using the throttle a little bit, but I didn't have the best control over that. So I feel like someone who can master the pad and get the car into a controlled slide, but also balance the car as you exit the corner, you're going to gain a little bit of time in the handling model. So other key differences between the wheel and the pad is a little bit slower to get to the apex, and you really have to commit to your line that you stick to. As you can see, they're going through there in 4th gear compared to the wheel, which I could take there through 5th gear. But yeah, like I said, it's easier to correct slides and things on the wheel, not so easy on the pad. So you've got to be very sure of yourself once you pick your turn-in point, because it is very hard to correct a slide for me personally. But either way, we're coming to the third and final sector now. This is where there is a little bit of time to gain on my wheel lap, and you can see I made up just ever so slightly bit of time on the pad there. So that's the comparison between the two laps. I believe it was 9/10, something like that. So quite a big difference, but of course I'm not used to the controller. So someone who is very competent on the controller could easily beat my wheel time. So yeah, as you can see, just comparing the two inputs there, showing that I am on the pad on the left-hand screen there. But that's been this video for today, guys. Let me know what you think. What do you prefer using? Do you prefer using the wheel? Do you prefer using the pad? I'd be very interested to know, and maybe I'll do a straw poll. Yeah, I'll definitely put a straw poll link down in the description. So vote for which controller input device that you use. I'd like to see the balance between the controller, the pad, and I'll also put the keyboard in as well for the fun of it, just to see what the spread is of my subscribers as well. So that's been this video for today. The main thing that I got out of this video is I've got massive respect for anyone who can master the pad without assists. It is definitely very, very difficult, and for you guys who maybe are wanting to switch to no assists, bear in mind it's going to take a long time. It's going to take some patience. It's going to be a bit of a grind. It was like that for myself, even going from the pad to the wheel. There was definitely a transition phase. I definitely was slower once I switched to the wheel back in F1 2011. It took some time to get used to it. So either way, if you want to be quick on this game and you want to venture into new territory, it's definitely going to take some time, some effort, and a lot of patience. So that's been this video for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching once again. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video very soon.